Hi, welcome back to our channel. Let's jump into video. Today we are thrilled to share with you the fruits of our extensive research. We have handpicked top 25 techniques that industry experts use to master cost estimation. These techniques go beyond theoretical concepts and dive deep into practical applications, equipping you with the tools to confidently tackle cost estimation challenges in your projects. We start by emphasizing the significance of understanding how to accurately estimate costs for projects. This skill is crucial for staying within budget and making sound financial decisions. The talk will highlight the importance of considering both tangible and intangible costs while also providing tips on how to deal with uncertainty and risk. Additionally, we will explore ways to leverage technology and automation to streamline the cost estimation process. If you're ready to take your project management skills to the next level, then let's begin this journey together. Top 25 techniques used by industry experts to master cost estimation. 1. Utilization of historical data for accurate cost predictions. Leverage past project data to forecast future costs. Analyze completed projects to identify patterns and relationships between inputs and outputs. Develop a database of historical cost data and use it to inform new projects. 2. Implementation of multiple estimation techniques. Increase estimation accuracy by applying various techniques and comparing the results. Use different methods such as analogous, parametric, and bottom-up estimating to cross-reference and validate cost data. 3. Incorporation of expert insights. Seek input from experienced professionals to validate and refine cost estimates. Conduct interviews or surveys with subject matter experts to gather insights on potential risks and cost drivers. 4. Assessment of direct and indirect costs. Consider both direct and indirect costs when estimating project expenses. Direct costs include materials and labor, while indirect costs involve overheads and administrative expenses. Ensure that all relevant costs are included in the estimate. 5. Understanding project requirements. Clearly define project requirements and scope before beginning cost estimation. A well-defined scope ensures that all necessary costs are considered and prevents scope creep. 6. Identification of relevant historical data. When using historical data for cost estimation, ensure that it is relevant to the current project. Look for data from projects with similar scope, complexity, and timeline to the current project. 7. Analysis of past performance. Examine past project performance data to understand cost drivers and risks. Analyze data on actual costs, variances, and lessons learned to identify areas for improvement and cost savings. 8. Adjustment of historical data. When using historical data for cost estimation, adjust it for any changes in the project context. Consider factors such as inflation, changes in technology and market conditions, and make necessary adjustments to the historical data. 9. Use of benchmarks alongside historical data. Increase the credibility and reliability of cost estimates by using benchmarks in conjunction with historical data. Compare project costs to industry standards and best practices to ensure accuracy. 10. Calculation of average, minimum, and maximum values. When using historical data for cost estimation, calculate the average, minimum, and maximum values to provide a range of possible costs. This allows for more accurate forecasting and better planning. 11. Utilization of parametric estimating for accuracy. Use parametric estimating techniques for repetitive tasks to increase accuracy. Parametric estimating uses statistical relationships between variables to predict costs, which can be particularly useful for projects with a high degree of repetition. 12. Combination of techniques. Combine multiple techniques to further enhance the precision of cost estimates. For example, use analogous estimating for high-level cost estimates and bottom-up estimating for detailed cost breakdowns. 13. Leverage historical data for informed cost predictions. Analyze past project data to gain insights into cost drivers and develop predictive models. Use statistical analysis and data mining techniques to identify trends and patterns in historical data and leverage them for future cost predictions. 14. Continuous review and adjustment of estimates. Regularly review and adjust cost estimates throughout the project lifecycle as project requirements and scope change. Reevaluate costs and make necessary adjustments to stay within budget. 15. Application of standardized approaches. Standardize the cost estimation process to improve reliability and consistency. Develop templates and guidelines for cost estimation and training to ensure that all stakeholders are using the same approach. 16. Utilization of expert recommendations. Consult with industry experts and organizations such as professional societies and consulting firms to obtain recommendations on cost estimation best practices and tools. Stay updated on industry standards and incorporate expert insights into your cost estimation processes. 17. Engagement of specialists for insights on potential risks and budget optimization. Engage cost estimators and other specialists to provide insights on potential risks and cost-saving opportunities. Leverage their expertise to refine cost estimates and develop mitigation plans for potential risks. 18. Application of advanced techniques. For projects requiring high accuracy in cost estimation and budgeting, consider applying advanced techniques such as simulation and optimization algorithms. These techniques can help identify cost-saving opportunities and optimize project budgets. 19. Iterative approach for estimate adjustments. Utilize an iterative approach to adjust estimates based on real-time data and expert feedback. Continuously refine cost estimates as new information becomes available and adapt to changing project requirements. 20. Incorporation of historical data in cost estimation. When estimating project costs, consider incorporating historical data to provide a realistic and data-driven approach. Analyze past project data to identify trends and patterns that can inform current and future cost estimates. 21. Identify and categorize direct costs. Direct costs are expenses that can be directly attributed to the project. Identify and categorize these costs, such as materials, labor, equipment, and facilities, to ensure they are included in the cost estimate. 22. Analyze indirect costs. Indirect costs are expenses that cannot be directly attributed to the project but are necessary for its completion. Analyze indirect costs, such as utilities, administrative expenses, and general overhead, and allocate them appropriately in the cost estimate. 23. Implement cost allocation methods. Utilize cost allocation methods to assign indirect costs to specific projects or activities. Common methods include direct allocation, step-down allocation, and reciprocal allocation. Choose the most appropriate method for your organization and project. 24. Variance analysis for effective cost control and monitoring. Variance analysis involves comparing actual costs to planned costs and investigating any significant differences. It helps identify areas where costs are exceeding expectations and allows for timely corrective actions. 25. Establish transparent processes for fair cost distribution. Establish transparent and fair processes for distributing costs across different projects and activities. Clearly communicate the cost allocation methodology to all stakeholders and ensure that costs are distributed based on actual usage and benefit. And there you have it, the top 25 techniques used by industry experts to master cost estimation. By implementing these techniques, you can enhance the accuracy and reliability of your cost estimates, leading to more successful project outcomes. Remember that mastering cost estimation is an ongoing process that requires continuous learning and adaptation. Stay updated with the latest industry trends and best practices, and don't be afraid to experiment with new techniques to find what works best for you and your organization. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this information helpful, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe for more valuable content. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them below. We would love to hear from you and continue the conversation. Until next time, happy cost estimating.